I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Eliza Zhang. I'm joining from Wurundjeri country. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the International Program Officer at Creative Australia, looking after engagement in the Asia Pacific region, as well as managing the Asia Pacific Arts Award. Before we fully dive in, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we're gathering today. I would like to pay my respect and gratitude to elders past, present, and emerging, and to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. I'm going to invite my colleague Alice Cottrell to introduce herself as well.
Hi everyone, my name's Alice Cottrell. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm also joining from Wurundjeri country. I work in the international team alongside Eliza on the Asia Pacific Arts Awards.
Thanks, Alice. We also have Rebecca and Erin with us today, who'll be providing Auslan interpreting. Lastly, captioning is also available for those who would like caption. Why are we here today? The purpose of this information session is to provide an overview of the Asia Pacific Arts Award for 2026. And in this info session, we'll cover the purpose and impact of the awards, who is eligible to be nominated for the awards, the 6 award categories, how the assessment and selection process takes place once the nominations have been received, how to make a nomination, and lastly, key dates to be aware of and contact details if you have any follow-up questions after the info session. The Asia Pacific Arts Award celebrates Australia's rich cultural exchange and creative connections in the Asia Pacific through arts and culture. They aim to increase the visibility of the incredible breadth of artistic practice and cultural exchange by Australian artists, collectives, and organisations engaging in the Asia Pacific, and celebrate reciprocal cultural connections. $25,000 is awarded across 6 categories in the Asia Pacific Arts Awards. Recipients receive a cash prize, certificate, and public recognition, which is supported by media opportunities organised by Creative Australia's communication team. Final shortlistees, industry advisors, and the wider sector will be invited to an award ceremony in February 2026. The location of the ceremony will be announced in the coming months with options to register for the event. Now, getting into eligibility, please note that the full guidelines are available on our website, but we'll now take you through some of the key eligibility criteria that you should be aware of. For 2026 awards, we're receiving submissions through open nomination process. Applicants are not able to self-nominate. Nominations are accepted by another individual who is not a member of the nominee's family or a close friend/collaborator. Applications must include one referee who is not the nominator in the submission. Nominees can either be an individual, group, collective, or organization. And I'll quickly give an example of each from the recipients of the 2025 awards. An example of an individual would be Taloi Havini, who is a recipient of the Inspire Award category. An example of group/collective would be Babbara Women's Centre with Tharangini Studio, who are the recipients of the Innovation Award category. Lastly, an example of organisation would be Pacific X, who were the recipient of the Connect Award category in 2025. And there's a link to all those award recipients in the chat. Thanks, Alice. I'll keep going. An individual being nominated must be an Australian citizen or Australian permanent resident and a practicing artist or arts professional. Nominees who are groups, collective, or organisations must be based in Australia or have at least one Australian citizen or permanent resident leading the artistic work. Nominees cannot be a previous recipient of Creative Australia Award within the past 2 years. Previous Asia Pacific Arts Award shortlistees cannot be nominated for the same project in subsequent years. You can find a list of award alumni on our website on the same page just shared in the chat. And lastly, the focus must be on arts and culture, not tech, film, TV, or science. I'll quickly go over the eligible regions and art forms. There are more than 50 countries and territories in the full list provided in the guidelines. For example, projects recognized in the 2025 Asia Pacific Arts Award included connections with countries such as Japan, India, Thailand, Samoa, and Philippines. A full list of supported arts forms is also included in the guidelines, but for reference, they are visual arts, music, theatre, literature, emerging and experimental arts, multi-art form, First Nations arts and culture, dance, and lastly, community arts and cultural development. Please note that all activities must involve cultural practitioners or artists/arts workers. Now, here's an overview of the 6 award categories in the Asia Pacific Arts Awards, and I'll go into each of them in a bit more detail. Firstly, the Impact Award category is awarded to an Australian artist, group, collective, or arts organisations for significant international and intercultural impact on communities and or audiences in Asia and or Pacific through a body of work over the last 5 to 10 years. The focus of this award is audience and community, and nominations should demonstrate significant impact to the different aspects of audience, community, and outreach. Next award category is Innovation. This category is awarded to an Australian artist, group, collective, or arts organisations to recognise a unique method of practice, intercultural engagement, and or process for a significant project of artistic merit over the last 18 months. The focus of this award is process, and nominations should demonstrate innovation in practice, engagement, or process. There are 2 award categories named Inspire. One is awarded to individuals and groups, while the other is awarded to organizations. Inspire Individual Group category is awarded to an Australian artist or group/collective for an intercultural and or international project of artistic merit that was co-presented, co-produced, or co-developed in Asia or Pacific over the last 18 months. The focus of this award is artistic outcome, and nominations should demonstrate a significant outcome of high artistic merit. Inspire Organization, same as before, but this category is for an international project of artistic merit that was co-presented, co-produced, or co-developed in Asia or the Pacific over the last 18 months, with the focus on artistic outcome, but this time for arts organizations or cultural institutions rather than individuals or groups. Connect category is awarded to an intersectional program delivered by an Australian-based organisation to diverse audiences in the last 18 months. The focus of this award is on audience and community, and only organizations can be nominated. And the last category is Legacy. Legacy category is awarded to an individual, group, collective, or arts organizations that has demonstrated leadership and commitment to working interculturally and internationally, building the capacity of communities and audiences, or opening pathways for a new wave of diverse artists over 10 plus years. The focus of this award is on a body of work and building community and audiences. Um, Now getting to the important bit, which is how to nominate. Nominations are submitted through Creative Australia's application management system. If you have ever applied for a grant with Creative Australia, this is the same system that you would have used. And I'm going to take a quick break from speaking because my colleague Alice is going to now share screen to demonstrate how to nominate.
Hi, everyone. Let me just share my new screen. So this screen shows you where you can log into the Creative Australia application management system. One thing to note is that you need to be registered on this system if you're not already at least 2 business days before the closing of nominations, so we have time to process your account. So please make sure that you do sign up for this system with plenty of time. Once you log into this system, you'll see this dashboard. All you need to do is click on Submit a Nomination, and you'll see the Asia Pacific Arts Awards 2026 here. Click here to nominate, and you'll be taken through a simple form where you can just fill out answers directly to questions, information about who you're nominating, and then brief directions about why you would like to nominate them. Please do make sure to read through the guidelines because we have provided prompts for each category that will help you answer these questions if you're not sure which information you should be including. And if you do have any questions about the process along the way, then feel free to get in touch with us with the contact details we'll provide on the final slide.
Thank you so much, Alice. Just waiting for the slides to come back. But while we wait, if you haven't used our system before, there is an FAQs about how to use the application management system on our website. But as Alice said, if you have any questions, please give us a call or email us. So once the nominations are in, we undertake an assessment and selection process to choose the shortlist and recipients. Creative Australia will appoint up to 3 industry advisors per category for the 2026 Asia Pacific Awards. These industry advisors with diverse and relevant experience across the Asia Pacific region will score and assess the nominations against the assessment criteria. The industry advisors will then advise Creative Australia on which nominees to prioritise as a shortlist for each category. An internal moderation process will be conducted by Creative Australia, which includes the international team, heads of practice, and the First Nations team, Music Australia, and Writing Australia. Moderators will also consider diverse representation in art forms, geography, representation, audiences, and communities for the shortlisted groups of nominees. The international team will provide the final list of shortlistees and award recipients' recommendations to the executive for approval. The Creative Australia Board and Minister will be notified of the shortlist and award recipients. However, they do not inform the decision-making process. A shortlist is published on our website 8 weeks prior to the awards event. Industry advisors' names are published on the Creative Australia website when the awards are announced. 2 things to note. The number of times an individual is nominated will not influence or guarantee their selection as an awardee. Additionally, multiple nominations of the same individual will be considered, but duplicates will not affect the outcome. To dive deeper into the assessment process, our industry advisors will score and assess the nominations against the assessment criteria provided by Creative Australia. The 2 criteria are quality and impact. For quality, industry advisors may consider the vision, ideas, and artistic rationale, the quality and experiences of the artists and creative workers involved, the benefit and impact on career, artistic, or cultural practice of the participating artists, the level of innovation, ambition, experimentation, or risk-taking evident in the activities. As for impact, industry advisors may consider the proposed impact for the artists or communities, evidence of significant experiences offered to communities, how the activity is relevant to the identified areas of practice and career development, the potential to discover and develop new markets, relationships, or meet existing market demand, the extent to which the activity contributes to a sector that is accessible, inclusive, and equitable, the capacity to strengthen skills and abilities of those involved, and lastly, community engagement and the ongoing sustainability of the work in the place for the community. Finally, here are the key dates to be aware of. Nominations are already open and it closes on Tuesday, 16th of September 2025. Shortlist will be announced in November 2025 and the award ceremony will be held in February 2026. And that just leaves me with thanking everyone for attending today, and please have a look at our FAQ page for any of your questions that wasn't covered during this info session. Alice has dropped the FAQ linked in the chat as well. You can also contact us with any of your questions, and our contact details are on the screen. And again, just thank you so much for your time, and thank you in advance for your nominations. Thanks, everyone.